A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
Hear me out. We don't care. We just want you to leave us out of it. Your reason for dating that person outside of your race shouldn't have anything to do with me. Shouldn't have anything to do with you not liking black women, or black women are to this, or black women are this. Do you like her for her, or you just like her because she ain't black? Leave us out of it.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
So I've been seeing a lot of sisters stitch this video. One, on Ja's part, this is an asinine question all around. Asking black women this question will not find an answer because they're not the ones telling black men to go out there and date outside their race. And it doesn't make any sense to mark them up as contributors as to why black men date outside their race. At the end of the day, if this is a question that you really want the answer to, then you ask the brothers who are dating outside their race. And then to top it off, nobody cares. Nobody is trying to stop anybody from dating outside their race. If that's what you want to do, then that's what you want to do. Just remember what you're signing up for. And to add on furthermore, asking that kind of question implies that black women are to blame for black men dating outside the race. That's insane, bro. Ain't no way. You really got up here and asked that? Ain't no way.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner? Because if
Why are you asking us? Shouldn't you be asking other black men? A little sus, my guy. Little sus. Question for black men. Why do you think he asked us why y'all won't date us? Comment below. Black women and non-binary people, you may respond as well. Because I'm curious.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner? Because if
It's called a choice. It's why I choose to have locks as opposed to a perm. It's why I choose to wear pink lipstick more than red. It's why I choose not to put up with intolerant bullshit as opposed to just taking anything just to say I have a fucking man. It's a fucking choice. That's what it is. Choice. It's not deep. They do it because they want to. I am not hurting that a black man who doesn't want a black woman doesn't want me. I do not want to be bothered with your existence if you cannot revel in mine. So for those black men who don't want black women, continue to want what you want. But watch your motherfucking mouth when you out here talking shit about black woman, because it was a black woman that birthed your black ass. Remember that, honey. Stay there. Don't forget that shit while you out here with your trophies and shit. Don't disrespect us.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
Obviously, I'm not black. And I am no way talking about all black men, so please do not come at me with this. Some people, it's just preference. You love who you love, and that's okay. But there is a certain group of black men that target insecure plus-size white women for a reason, and that's just to use the shit out of them because they're not about shit. This is the guy that don't keep a job for long, the same type of guy that's like, oh, my car's in the shop, all this shit. Black women ain't gonna put up with that BS, but they go over here because they know some of these white women are so insecure that they will latch on to any type of love that they get, and they'll put up with it for some reason. And some guys target those women on purpose. I've had guys in the past compare me. They're like, you're starting to sound like a black woman. No, I sound like a fucking queen just like they are. They ain't gonna put up with your bullshit in the first place. And if that's the way you treated them, it was no wonder you were single.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
Weakness, toxic masculinity, the delusional belief that dating someone with a closer proximity to whiteness has transferable benefits. What else? A brand of narcissism that compels them to center themselves in every conversation about racism, and the resulting inability to make space for the ways in which black women experience multiple interlocking systems of oppression. I say weakness? Weakness.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner? Because if we find...
I'm gonna try to keep this shit under a minute, but y'all know y'all know I got a lot of shit to say. First of all, I wish y'all would like stop with this fucking conversation. Like, have black women not been by y'all's side this whole time and y'all still trying to have this conversation? Why do you think we give a fuck? If you want to leave, leave. The ones who stay, are the ones who's gonna be staying. Like, why are we still having this conversation? And more to it. Why do you always add black women in the equation like it's our fault? If you can't handle a strong black woman, just say that, baby. If you had trauma associated with black women, just say that, baby. If you need to work through your trauma related to black women, just say that, baby. If you want to leave, leave, baby. Like, we're okay. The brothers that want us, we want them too. Black women have been by y'all side since the beginning, so there's no excuses.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
The fuck kind of question? Ask me why I should give a fuck. Because I don't. What exactly are black women supposed to gain from being in black men's business? That's like asking me why a company that doesn't pay well and offers no benefits refused to hire me. I would never apply to work there. And that just goes to show that a lot of y'all have this mindset that the only choice for a black woman is a black man, and that's why y'all talk to us like that. Am I supposed to be bothered that black men are making other races of women baby mothers? Am I supposed to be bothered by someone I never wanted not wanting me? Ask black men why black women are starting to divest. Black men have been dating outside of their race and do it significantly more than black women, but black women get the most criticism for it. But the gag is black women stay married longer when we marry interracially. Why? And that's something you'll never address because you don't really want to get into the nitty-gritty of what makes black men such a danger to black women.
Examples of black men, why they date out of their race, and how we want submissive women.
So I actually disagree with you, pimp. Far be it from me to tell you what type of qualities you should be looking for in a woman you're trying to date. If you want a submissive woman, that's your business. I do think as black men, we often have a tendency to talk about what black women won't do for us as opposed to what we've earned. There's a reality here that black women outpace black men and other women in so many different respects. The things that would be highlighted in this patriarchy as things that would garner a man a submissive woman are things that black women do. In 80% of black households, married or single, black women are the primary breadwinners and the primary caretakers. If I were to relinquish black men of all fault and say, hey, that is a result of white supremacy, it doesn't change the fact that as black people, we have to figure out a way to combat that together. Instead, it feels like as black men, we often disparage black women for those gains and qualify that as masculine energy. In reality, they've just adjusted to the fact that white supremacy doesn't allow black men to reach a certain point in the patriarchy, and we haven't.
A question for black women. Why do you think that black men look outside of their race to find a partner?
Hey, Puddin', I'm not a woman. I'm a feminine presenting gay man. But my question to you and to other black men is, why the fuck do y'all keep bothering black women with this bullshit? Why are you asking a black woman why y'all choose to date outside your motherfucking race? How about you ask some other men that? Why don't you ask other black men, yo, dog, why we keep dating outside of our race? Why do we keep putting blame on black women for why we don't date black women? How come we never hold ourselves accountable to the bullshit that we put black women through that causes them to react in the ways that we don't like because they are sick of our bullshit behavior? Why don't we ever ask that question? It is not a black woman's responsibility to tell a man why the fuck he is doing what the fuck he is doing. That ain't none of their business. Child.
Ditch this and tell me something that the black community needs to hear, like ASAP.
1, black capitalism will not save us. You're closer to being homeless than you are to Jeff Bezos. Everybody can't be wealthy, and plus most billionaires aren't even good people. 2, black men, read a book that's about something other than gaining capital and manipulating people. I don't care about Rich Dad, Poor Dad, or 48 Laws of Power. Go get therapy. 3, we need actual year-round unity that isn't just us coming together every other year when somebody virally gets killed. Y'all won't care about the black plight when it's marketable. 4, just because they're rich doesn't mean they're a healthy example of what you should be. Stop looking up to rappers and rapper baby mamas. You look stupid in that bubble chain and them fuzzy slides.